of Coastal News. My name is Daki, and I'm so happy to be in your faces again. Today is 21st day of December. What it means is the fact that 4 days from now, we should be celebrating Christmas by the grace of God. And from Coastal TV Africa, we are saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. This year promises to be one of the best Christmas celebrations you would ever have coming from us. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you do. We love you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for your time, effort, and consistency. It's been overwhelming, and then we'll say massive thank you. In the meantime, you can now stream us live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you in that space. At the same time, we all can do more. We can keep sharing this page to friends, families, and whatnot. Because in coming days, we are coming through with something massive hitting your screen, and it's a promise. And then we hope that you please turn on your notification button so you will be the first person to know whenever we drop a new video or content, as it were. The news is buzzing, like I said. We saw Roddy Ricch in Lagos, and obviously all the big guns available in Lagos are already going to see Roddy at the time go to the beach, and for some persons, they are showing him what the street of Lagos look like. Remember, this night, Roddy is preparing for his performance at the Flight Time Festival. The Christmas is about to begin because we're sure that from 23rd we should have the 3 marathon days festival at the flight time thingy that begins on 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Asake is set to do just the 25th, DAVIDO on 24th, and then Kiss Daniel Vado at 10 would be at the 23rd. Trust me, for any reason, you don't want to miss that one. All of these are in the news, and I promise to bring them to you as it's where we begin the news with no other person than BURNA Boy, one of the best so far we have, who has been doing good for himself. For some person, they want to say he's a proud person, but regardless, he has proven that. The thing about arrogance and pride is that if you are proud and you're showing result for it, it may be acceptable, but then it becomes sad when you're proud and then they have nothing to show for it. But Boy has shown that you can call me proud, you can call me arrogant, but then I've showed workings and I would not explain tire, as you have said. Moving on, we saw Do I Remix, the one they had with Fino at the time, entered the top 20 on the Nigeria Apple Music Top Song and is sit at number 18. This remix was one we never knew we wanted, and Burna Boy coming through that remix was heavy, was loud. Like his verse on the song was amazing. It looked like it should have been from the beginning, trust me. And we saw where he used songs lines like Makinde, Solo Makinde, and all of these lines were all relatable, and he ended it with "Do you think I give a f?" We get so, but really killed that one, and people loved the song at the time. It gave a renaissance back to Fino because at the time Fino is now buzzing once again. Moving on, we saw complex ranks. Businesses as it were, and then they have a ranking for what they deem fit as the best song for the year. According to them, they feel that Byron Messiah's and Burna Boy and Byron Messiah's Taliban's should be involved in top 20, and they are saying that song sits at number 17. Recall that for this song, it was a back and forth at the point because it was said that Burna Boy bought the song from Byron Messiah's because of ambition for the Grammy. The song originally had a Chris Brown on it. It was Byron Messiah and the Chris Brown, but then we saw a report that Burna Boy bought the song from Byron and then made it his own off his album. And trust me, that song is doing good numbers as you speak. Moving on, we saw Love That Me album became or is the most streamed album of the year on Spotify in Uganda for the year 2023. Now for Uganda, their top album list is very, very funny because we have Burna Boy as number one, DAVIDO as number two, in a country where these guys are not in any way related or come from. And that's a very big one. It just shows that music is multi-dimensional. It is not racial, and basically it doesn't have a language to it because whatever it is, if you can dance to it, you can vibe to it, it becomes a language. For Uganda, they've adopted Love Family as their most streamed song on Spotify for the year in view. Recall that Love That Many was not even a 2023 album, it was a 2022 album, but then Uganda have said, we will not let this album go. We love the album. I will keep streaming it even till the end of the year. So basically, a big win for Burna Boy for getting the number one spot in Uganda and followed up by DAVIDO for doing good numbers in Uganda. For the first time in a very, very almost in forever, we saw popular Twitter activist known as Danerega come through to give Burna Boy kudos on the job well done. Now, Danerega is somebody who we all know has never had anything good to say about Afrobeat artists, from DAVIDO to Wizkid to Charlie Poppy to Odumo the Black, to Rema to Asake to Sheyi Vibe to Portable. He has always come through slamming their song to Arya Star, always slamming their song and saying a thing or two he thinks that they should have done on the song that they didn't do, and it became a back and forth. But we all know him for that. But for the first time, he came out to shower praises on Burna Boy. In his words, the Nega says, Burna did a good job in Fino Duai remix. His verse flows perfectly and was on theme. The song doesn't have any thought-provoking lyrics, but that's understandable since it is a subtle shade to critics and naysayers. Fino doesn't get enough applause for sticking to his originality despite the fame. He continues to put Igbo on the map and always proud of his local dialect, and that's a very good one. Of course, you can tell that Fino has been one person who has consistently maintained his Igbo line of music. He has never shifted base, and he has been doing that since inception. And trust me, it is worthy of a recommendation because he has done it over and over again. Even when the fame came, the money came, he still stood by that. So basically, that is one person to emulate in the industry. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy at a time when Roddy Ricch, after linking up with Olamide and all of that, we saw Roddy Ricch going straight to Burna Boy's apartment where the likes of Asake, Ramon Jago, and Pokoli all linked up with him at the time. And Burna Boy thought it wise to say, Roddy, let me show you what the streets of Lagos look like. And obviously, they opted in this purple Lamborghini at the time, which obviously Burna Boy has a ton of convoy, exotic convoy, luxury convoys that has almost all his vehicles walking on the streets of Lagos. That is majestic. And for some reason, you can tell that whenever you see that kind of convoy, you are sure that Burna Boy is in town and is ready to paint the town red. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy finally showing off his pendants, the one he got for about $1 million. For these artists, we know how big they are on pendants, like of Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Olamide, Asake. Rema, they've all showed that their versatility when it comes to jewelries, diamond crystals, gold, and the likes. They spend a fortune on that. Burna Boy just gave us a sneak peek of what one of his pieces look like, and the cost of that is about $1 million, and that's quite a fortune, quite a fortune. And I was saw Ben saying, hyping all of that and saying the range on Burna Boy's hand is some people basically our strength, Lagos, and all of that. That's really on the fact. Because we saw Davido in Dubai where his ring almost got missing, and then he said, "Please give me my ring," because he got it for $60,000. If you do the math, that's about 60 million naira. That is not your house rent. That should be the price of your apartment. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw Rihanna after dancing to Davido's song yesterday. We saw where she was speaking to an interviewer, and then she was asked what her favorite album of the year was, and then Rihanna said, basically, she is not an album girl. She doesn't like she's not the type of person that loves listening to album, but then she is a single kind of the song on repeat for her. At the same time, she also mentioned Mimic, and she spelled it. She said Unavailable and Mimic are the songs she has been listening to all year since they dropped. And then we saw Davido coming out to say my Riri. At this point, a lot of people came out to say Davido is stylishly looking for Don Jazzy's trouble, because we all know that the point Don Jazzy was is the only person who showed interest in Rihanna back to back to back. He has already been showing interest. I won't get married to Rihanna and all of that. Rihanna seemingly broke his heart after she got pregnant with fiance at the time, and after all of that, Don Jazzy has not made a post about her. But then David has come out to say, "My Riri, will this make Don Jazzy make a comment on a joke?" That's a joke, anyways. But then good on to see that Rihanna is showing credence to Afrobeat music and obviously unavailable. Moving on, we saw Davido coming out to make an announcement yesterday where he said, "A timeless work of art. We have been working on this for a while, and I'm excited to finally share it with you guys. My first ever wristwatch collection brought to life by Shop BI's, the limited edition BI's 001 automatic skeleton watch. Now go get yours and let's make timeless memories together." Now, Davido and collaboration with BIs have come through with the franchise again, which is his first ever research collection. It's called the BI's 001 Automatic Skeleton Watch. Now, for Davido, we all know that he tagged 001 for a reason, and obviously his watches collections are fortunes in millions of dollars. And then he has thought it wise to collaborate with BIs to give us a masterpiece, which they call the 001 Automatic Skeleton Watch. And basically, he's employing people to go get theirs and start making purchase. For Davido, he has worked with a lot of franchise and worked with Fendi, worked with Puma. With Puma, they created a very brand new franchise, which they called Will Rise by Lifting Others. And that franchise is doing good at the time. Market sales are increasing. People are buying the franchise. Now Davido is launching again into another franchise with BIs. Obviously, you can tell that Davido is business conscious. Moving on, we saw Davido's girl at the time, Moravi. A video she had with Davido at the time have just surpassed 1 million views on YouTube. Davido came out to celebrate her where he said, "Go girl," because 1 million is not game feat. And obviously, it just shows that she, Moravi, is set and ready to take the industry by storm. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. We saw Rema D&D off the Ravage EP have just surpassed 10 million streams on Spotify. On that project, the Ravage EP, this is the first song to have crossed that landmark, to have crossed that number, 10 million streams on Spotify. Now, Rema is quite big on Spotify, but obviously on other DSPs, maybe not that big, but obviously the team are putting their strengths on where he is big, and that's Spotify. Having 10 million streams on a song off a project just shows that you are quite big in that platform. For the year in view, we saw Rema on Spotify, and for the year 2023, it became the most streamed African album on Spotify with the Rave and Roses Ultra. At the same time, it became the most streamed 2023 African album with Rave and Roses Ultra. At the same time, it became the most streamed African song with Calm Down featuring Selena Gomez at the time. And also, it became the third most streamed 2023 song with Soweto with Victony, and fifth with Charm. Now, for that one, Davido topped the list with Unavailable, and we have Rema coming in as number 3 with Soweto with Victony. And you can just tell that this year, Rema has been the king of Spotify in Africa, including the fact that he surpassed 1 billion stream on a song on Spotify in the month of September. It just shows that this guy has had a very splendid year. No wonder he should take enough time to rest, because if you have done enough work for the beginning part of the year, you should rest while others are working. Moving on, we saw the video for Rema D&D officially came out, and it was directed by Meji Alabi, and we saw the whole team coming out to appreciate all of that. It was a massive one when we saw the video for Rema coming out, and what it depicted in that video really must be studied, because we saw where it came out, shot it in the US basically, and then we saw Rema dressed up in their criminal attires and then brought out from the car. And you could just see a James Bond kind of feel where they had shooting of guns everywhere and using the vehicles of the police force in the US and all of that. The LAPD guys using their vehicles, chasing them at the time, and helicopter chasing. Now, it just shows that this video was expensive. They spent money for the video, clean video. Major Labi really did himself on this one, really created a masterpiece on this one. Now, you could just tell that for this year, Afrobeat directors have been doing good, from Dami Twitch, which he did on Harmony, to TJ Mori, the GOAT, which he has done on so many songs, and now to Major Labi. They've all understood the piece to do when they want to create a masterpiece. And on this one, indeed, he created a masterpiece. Moving on, we saw fully considering your feedback and understanding that the original date falls on a working day. We want to ensure that every fan has the opportunity to join the celebration without any constraints. Therefore, I have made a decision to move the date of the exclusive show from 28th to 24th of December. Now, limited ticket available at the Bonfire Night Victony with friends on the 24th day of December, less than 500 tickets. So if you want to be there, you can just go get a ticket already now, because in many moments from now, it should be sold out. And moving on, we saw Olamide Black linking out with Wizkid in a studio space where it looked like they were working on the song and everything. Now, this is what you do with Wizkid. When you're Wizkid, you work on the song and all of that. You just might not know. He might just post that one, because we've seen a lot of artists work with Wizkid, and those songs never saw the light of the day. Olamide and Wizkid have had the song together. Fireboy and Wizkid, Belashmo. A lot of people have gone with Wizkid and we never saw the song. But then, if Wizkid is one person who works with his mind, if he thinks he wants to drop it, he will drop it. So it is never a waste to work on the song with Wizkid. We saw Dumodi Black and Wizkid in the studio working on something, and then we hope that in coming days we should get this one. Wizkid is one person who promoted Odumodu Black after the Declan Rice thing came out. It was one person who was posting the song back to back on the stories. And obviously, if Wizkid posts your song, you are actually getting set for greatness. And Odumodu has benefited from that. And today he is working with Wizkid on the song. Will the song make the cut? Let's wait and see what the coming days look like. And then finally, before we know, just still on Wizkid, we're sure that midnight we're expecting the Soundman Volume 2 from Wizkid, a 4-track EP. Let's see what Wizkid has done on that one. And then moving on, we saw Roddy Ricch linking up with Asake in Lagos in BURNA by apartment, and then we saw them with changing pleasantries, and it was a very good one to see. For Roddy have built likes of Olamide, Lil Kesh, Fireboy, BURNA Boy, Asake, with all the big guns in the game. He has been there linking out with them, and then we are sure that when he mount that stage to perform, he is going to bring down the roof, because we Nigerians obviously love the Roddy Ricch song, and we're expecting to see him on stage at the Flight Time Festival. In case you've not gotten your ticket, please, you can do that before it gets sold out. And finally, we saw the Evil Genius talking about Mr. Easy coming through to make a big announcement for next year, 2024. And then he has come out to say, I want to sign just one artist next year, and that artist must be female. So basically, the same way he has done for the likes of Joe Boy and amazing the artists he has signed in the past who have done so well for themselves. He has come out to say he wants to sign one more artist, but this time not a male artist, a female artist, and that's for next year. So let's see, all female artists, hopefully they are good. This is the time to shoot your shot. Post your song out there, put yourself out there. Mr. Eze might just see you and think it's wise to pick you. If you're in Mr. Eze's team, you're sure to create banger with Mr. Eze. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very next one.